Hey folks, Jay Barino here. Welcome back, playing some more StarCraft Brood War Alternate. We're on the 10th Terran mission. This is the last mission of the vanilla campaigns. The Vortex, the Confederates, UED, and Dragon Brood begin the final battle with the Protoss. This is probably going to be really hard. We'll see if it takes a few attempts. Command ship NORAD 3 in low orbit over the planet Tarsonis. Captain, our plan worked perfectly. The Protoss are broken, and the way to the world ship is almost clear. I will remain behind with a small detachment and hold off any Protoss reinforcements they may send to the world ship position. The final battle is after you. The final battle is upon you, perhaps? Indeed, friends, this is our final hour. Not all of us may survive the coming battle, but death may be a blessing should we fail here. We seek now to destroy foes that have ravaged their way across the sector, enslaving all in their path. And now they have reached the end of their long journey. The Protoss have come to destroy everything we hold dear. They've come to assimilate us into their ranks. And I say to you, this shall not come to pass. Humanity shall not fall. Captain, I stand ready. As do I. I suppose all I have left is to see this through. The Protoss have taken everything from me. My home, my brethren, my allies. I know now that nothing will bring them back, but I will be damned if I stand here waiting for Armageddon. I want to destroy them. I am in as well. Big D! Then let our actions speak for us. For Tarsonis. For humanity. Destroy the world ship. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to start this up and kind of make a plan of attack, and then I'll restart the mission and get serious. And also, because Duke's going to say a bunch of shit at the beginning, I'll read that, and then we'll restart, and then we can ignore it and actually play the game. Cool. We got NORAD 3 here. That's very nice. Captain, Mengsk, this is a little late, but I'll say it anyway. The Confederate Senate saw you and the others destroying those Nexi. They know that now they can't deny the bravery of your actions. We tried to punish you, even though the only ones wrong were us. You represent the greatest of us, and I'll admit, I hope you're all successful. Good luck, brave sons of Tarsonis. So, I'm going to put together a plan that's sort of like high risk and then moderate risk, and we'll execute the high risk, and if it doesn't work, we can restart and plan moderate risk. And the high risk is basically, both bases have 2 nice expansions. Does this mean they're going to send reinforcements? There's 2 expansions. One for the Terran is going to be up here, and it's a really good spot to stack defense. So no matter what, we're taking that. And then to the left, over here. But that one's a little more open and harder to defend. I want to try to take both. And then for Zerg, we got Big D. I don't know why his wireframe is just all green, but whatever. And it's too bad that he's a devourer, because he can only attack air, so he's not really that useful. But I think the best expansion for them to take that's easiest to defend is up, kind of nestled down in this area, because there's no real easy way to get to it on the ground. They most likely would rather attack up to this base rather than that expansion, so it's likely safe. So we're going to take those 2 pretty early, and then if we want to go high risk, we try to take this base and this base really early. Instead, I'll probably execute on taking this right base and this top base quick, and then from there we'll consider taking the other bases relatively fast. Okay. I thought about using the vision sheet just to kind of see, but I'm not gonna do that. So let's restart. Okay, let's get going. Please don't speak to me. Now with Zerg, probably want to rush to Defilers fairly fast.
Not enough minerals.
And with Terran, we got to rush to tanks fairly fast if we want to take these expansions. We've got the UED agents, which is very, very nice. Going to be really helpful. So this is going to be one of those 2 where I'm probably going to end up stockpiling gas early, and then I'm going to end up running out of it as we spend more and more, as you can imagine. So we'll set up some basic defense and then try to take those expansions, as I mentioned. So, like, send a Zergling over here to find that expansion. We have an NG bay, which is nice. You ladies can hop in here and hop in here. For now, we're not going to leave them in there because they're kind of wasted if you just leave them sitting in a bunker. Okay. No Hydra Den. Spore sunken. Spore. And a lot of this is going to come down to semi-randomness on where the enemy chooses to attack when. I think Mengsk is probably strong enough to defend himself on top of this bunker for a while, so I think he'll be fine. I'm more worried about the Zerg because they're very weak at the beginning here. Did we find what we're looking for? Yeah, this is what we want. So we want to come over and take this, like, ASAP, because as long as we set it up, the enemy should leave it alone because it's pretty far away from everything that they've got going on. There's no ramp over here, if I remember correctly. Which means they're going to prefer attacking from the other direction. Okay, we'll set up another colony down here, and then we're going to get this set up. Okay, that's going to be really useful. Meanwhile, down here, we've got 450 stockpile, which means we can set up our barracks. Because you start with virtually nothing at the beginning here. And so much of this is going to be like, are you spending your money correctly in the right places? Like, again, this is very risky to do, but I think it will be worthwhile. And then we got to start slamming out upgrades. So it's like kind of taking the safe expansions and then going crazy with upgrades. And we want to get to 333 everything as soon as possible. Make that a spore. We'll get another sunken over here. Get to mining. Zerg start with a lot of resources in their base, so it's just kind of getting it all saturated up. Whereas the Protoss have, like, virtually nothing. So, once we can get, like, maybe one tank, we'll move up and try to take the expansion up above our base. We haven't gotten attacked yet, so I think it's time we save and just, we see where the first attacks come from. Because, again, it's going to be real dicey where they come from. Again, let's kind of scout out as much as we can here. Drones. Let's go ahead and get a Hydra Den. Start missile attacks. Get more drones, because this is where the majority of our mineral income is going to be coming from up here. Okay, so now we've got one geyser saturated. I've got to try to start getting some Marines out so we can move up and take the other base, and then we'll get all these. We have two geysers here, and then we'll have another geyser here. Basically, we'll worry about saturating all this gas in a bit. We don't need it right now, so I'm not going to go crazy with it. We really just need enough to make tanks. So, less frightened there. Okay, factory time. It's factory time. Okay, just make groups of Marines, that's fine, and then I'm gonna go lair. That never got laid down, unfortunately. I'm trying to spend my money again. It's all gonna come down to where they attack first, because there's so many angles they could come from, and depending on how large the initial attacks are. UED also let slip in my Discord how he recreated a lot of the early versions of attack waves from this map. Like, there's like an infamous 8 Ultralisk attack, and he replaced it to be just a shit ton of carriers, so we're gonna have to be vaguely ready for that. Alright, they're coming from down here instead. Oh, great. So they just attacking with Crimson Talons? Alright, ladies. Cloak. Great. This is why maybe we just want to take that upper base anyway, because we'd have to set up defense regardless. Okay, Zerg, we need more Overlords. I thought I built some. That's probably it right there. It is. Okay, get an Extractor. Hydralisks. Drones. And drones. Okay. Whew, okay, it's a little stressful because we have so much that we have to cycle between on this map. Just everywhere. Okay, I'm going to take Arcturus and Marines. I do feel confident that Arcturus himself can probably handle most of this, so let's bring these ladies too. Never mind. Never mind. Lots of stuff here. Okay, unload here. Let's move on up, all the way up here to take this expansion quickly, as I had mentioned. We need siege mode and then several tanks. We're going to have to defend the left side as well. What is it? It's a Reaver. It's in range of my sunken colony. I'll take it. Good, it ran out of scarabs. Okay, so we're going to set this up. We're going to make more SCVs. We got tanks. We're going to make Marines. We got to rebuild some defense here, or we got to take that other base. Kind of hard to say what is worthwhile. Let's send a Zergling down here. Let's send a couple Zerglings down here to see what's going on with this bottom base. Zergling speed, drones. Now we need gas if we want to get more tanks out. Oh, look at this. Avoided. Wow, look at these assholes. They're trying to take my expansion. I resent the implication. Oh, don't let them shoot. Well, of course he shot. That's fine. Now, the problem with them taking these outlying expansions is it means that they're going to send a lot of units to come and defend them. Which sucks for me. Tanks. Let's make one bunker down here. Yeah, see, they did. They sent units up to defend that. Okay, we need more SCVs up here.
Your forces are under attack.
Oh my god! Arcturus! You have to save yourself. Okay, he's alive. Why is this? That's different. Okay. Siege up here. That's done, so we can make a bunker there. We're gonna have to do some good old-fashioned turret spam, I'd say. Hop in here, Marines. Gotta get this better saturated because we got it, so we might as well. And then I'll make a few colonies just in case. Coco, what are you doing? She's just sitting staring at the door. There she is. Okay. Grouped spines. We can't neglect our Zerg buddies here, so let's get another Evo chamber. We have survived the first initial attack, so let's just make sure we're cycling saves. Ladies, you stay where you are. Then we're gonna need lots of turrets. Yeah, definitely turret spam is gonna be the way to go here, so. Siege on up. Turret spam. Let's get more tanks. I'm honestly more concerned about my Zerg base here, but we do have this extra base over here, so that's something. And then we're gonna need more Overlords soon. I really need another Evo chamber. Oh no, that's being built. No, that's a Queen's Nest. That's because I want to get to Ultralisk quickly because Reaver shots scare the shit out of me. What do we got? Big D, help us out! Is he even attacking? I heard him attack once. Hello? Hello? There he goes. So he's got a weird Defiler Beta attack. Okay, let's repair here. Let's make more barracks up here. Make another factory. Can't really afford more production, but let's do it for now. These assholes. Big D! Okay, let's go. Can't quite afford it. Quick Hive, can't quite afford it. Okay, get mining. We have our expansion set up now. It's just staying alive.
Remember the plan.
Remember the plan. I don't know how I feel about that, that extra ramp that's been added up here. That's just to make things harder for no reason. Okay, siege up there. We're just, I think, again, we just kind of spam turrets up here and we should be fine.
Your forces are under attack.
Don't you dare. Flee up to the turrets that we've got. Let them chase you. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Look at that. Don't attack my ladies. What are you doing? Okay. I'm going to get another bunker. I'm going to get more Marines. We're going to grab some armories up here now. More SCVs. More drones mining up here. Yeesh. Okay. Melee attacks. You all get mining. Hydralisks. I need another hatchery for sure. I mean, I got this one, but it's too far away, I think. Just surround the tanks with turrets. This guy's still getting repaired. He's doing a good job. I need an academy so that I can start being able to scan. I have these ladies to help us and Stukov to help us down here if this inevitably gets attacked. So let's get another tank just in case. And then we got to get more upgrades. Okay, starport time, depot time. That bunker is worthless, but there's no salvage in StarCraft 1. I think I just need lots of spore colonies here, because that's the only thing that will likely attack us. Turn it in! Turn it in! What are you doing? Okay. Like that. Lots of jobs finishing.
Additional supply depots required.
Okay, apparently the second armory was never built. Let's grab vehicle weapons.
This is an opportunity you cannot miss.
I've got a job to do. Turrets. Not fucking around with these turrets, if that's not clear. Okay, now we're just gonna need so many depots. And then Zerg, let's not neglect Zerg. Hydras. Let's get a hive. Let's get Hydralisk speed. I need, I think, so many more sunken colonies here. Holy shit. This is so primed to just get rolled over. So let's get this stuff set up. Dude, I am ready for you. Oh, look at it. Look at it go. What we can really use are lots of science vessels. Not lots, but a reasonable amount of science vessels. Just make some extra Marines. Get some Goliaths up here also. Yeah, we want to shoo them away from stasising us all the time.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Thwomp.
Affirmative.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Okay, that's fine. Ship weapons. You know what? Fuck, get a third armory. If we can afford it, get it. And then we need missile attacks level 2. So many more Hydralisks.
Base is under attack.
Right away, sir.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Yeah, let them do it. That's fine.
Job finished.
Remember the plan.
Job finished.
What? NORAD 3 cannot Yamato. That's weird. Okay, so now we have our starport, which means we need a science facility anywhere. Anywhere it'll fit. Keep making depots.
Yes, sir.
Marine range. Keep making depots.
Yes, sir. Report.
Keep making turrets. Keep making some Marines down here too, just in case. We got to start looking at taking these outlying bases, and we need more drones out here. I'm going to get another hatchery up here. Because I'm using a lot of drones here to make sunken colonies. So these are going to be spores. This area has been mostly left alone, which is what I expected. Nice, good work. It's the only way they can get to us. I'm going to go check that right side base, too. This SCV has no way to get there, so let's see if he can... Nah, he's stuck. That's fine. Okay, get mining.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Why are they so sluggish to turn in their resources? This is going well. I'm going to save.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
And then
Yes, sir.
Upgrade complete.
more turret spam. If I could get one SCV further up to help spam elsewhere.
Yes, sir.
Lots of turret
Right
spam.
away, sir. Orders received. Yes, sir.
Okay, geyser.
Upgrade complete.
Sir.
Carapace, and now we can do a Defiler Mound, which should be pretty useful. And we can do an Ultralisk Cavern. And then we just need more drones.
Base is under attack.
These Crimson Talons, man. I don't have any Zerglings, actually. That's going to make this pretty tricky. I'm going to grab faster Overlord speed. You all get mining.
Forces are under attack.
Ah, shit. That's too bad. I got kind of unlucky with where they chose to attack.
Your
Ah,
forces
they
are
left.
under attack.
See, why did purple decide to come down here? It's way out of their way. And the interesting thing, too, is I bet if I reload, there's a possibility they'll just go to another place. So the funny thing here is that I could kind of just risk it and
Orders, Captain.
just hope that they go somewhere else.
Good to go, sir.
So I think I'm gonna do that. I could send Hydralisk down there now. I'm just gonna make some Zerglings to try to rush down there as well.
Upgrade complete.
These Overlords, get out of the way. We need faster Overlord speed. I mean, right there, I didn't lose. I didn't need to, you know, I didn't need to reload, but I did. I don't know. So yeah, they are coming down here. I wasn't fast enough, I think, to respond. I don't have burrow either. This base has paid for itself several times over, though, that's for sure. You gotta, like, spread out a little bit, because there are Reavers back here. Of course, just out of spite, he got that one shot off. We can spread out a little bit. They recalled more of their, They recalled more of their stuff out. See, the air attack looks like it might be going elsewhere. It might be going to a different place. Okay, we need Zerglings. We can save this, maybe. Come on down here. We're going to get adrenal glands. Upgrades, upgrades. Looking good. Spire, and then we need drones. Because this has lost a lot of its saturation. Okay, get up there and save. If we could save this hatchery, that would be incredible. It's going to be close. Drones. We got to focus a bit more on our... We got to focus a bit more on our Zerg bases here. Defiler Mound. See, like a Dark Swarm there to defend that base would have been huge.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay, I did save it. Now he said need more drones. Okay, well, we know that that base is going to get hit pretty few and far between. I need to start making a push, I think, towards a red base. Because we've done virtually nothing. I think this is... It's more about holding on until you can get out of your base. So there's that. Alright, so now we want the physics lab. You guys, we're going to transfer some of these over to gas. Make Marines. I should probably make another... I mean, if I can afford it, I'm just going to make more... A lot more production. Ah, see, here's this attack. And all these units, yeah, I already turned around and left. It's too bad, again, all this kind of came to here, which, again, it's completely random. Whereas, like, we've got this defense locked down. So, like, there's basically no way we're going to be able to survive this. This is a pretty cool attack, but, like, the Crimson Talons, man... I mean, it's basically unfair, right? They stormed their own stuff. That's a plus. They left. So we're alive. Guys, just gotta kill these Crimson Talons. Next question is, can the Crimson Talons be rebuilt? Or are they throwing these away with every attack that they sent? Because that would be huge. All right, we gotta get this resaturated. I think I'm gonna try to make as much progress with the Terrans on the Terran side of things as possible. And we got to focus on defense on our Zerg side. So we need drones and drones and drones. We should definitely get a Defiler out. And probably just some Scourge. Okay, infantry armor level 2. Keep making supply depots. And what I'm going to do is build a force up here and use it to go and attack this base
Your forces are under attack.
later. Hey, they came back. Big D! Is that Defiler done? They keep leaving. I'm not going to complain. They just keep turning around. Oh, Big D, don't. Excuse me? Evolve it to Defiler Mount.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, well, no Dark Swarm. I guess we might as well research Plague. That's a bug. Let me make a shortcut here. I'm going to save. So I'll go on my Discord real quick and let UED know. Okay, I am such an idiot. I just reloaded a save. Basically, I stopped recording, and then I just never started recording again. So I kept playing. I'm not that much further than where I was. This got attacked again. It seems like when Purple sends ground attacks, they really like coming down here. So we'll just kind of set up some more defense. My Zerg base is a little bit under wraps. It's doing better, but it's still not, you know, it's not perfect. So I'm still trying to get all these upgrades going. Defilers, I guess, we're not really going to be using much this map. Anyway, this should be a little better defended. My next step, again, I'm not too much further, I just built some extra units, is I'm going to go and attack. In theory, we're going to need to attack this, Ow. This bottom left base. So let's go and do that. Well, I just loaded the save. I was actually further ahead of this, and I went and took that base. They respond with a ton of Crimson Talons, and then I'm like, wait, I'm not even recording. So, alas, let's see what we can do.
Base is under attack.
I hate you. I hate you so much. Okay, we gotta take what we can get. There we go. Okay, we're alive. I could line that with some extra colonies down here so that if they land, it's going to be right on top of the colonies. I'm going to do the same thing up here, too, which is to attack this red base with a bunch of stuff. So it's kind of like a two-pronged thing. Let's start moving. We got some tanks. I'm going to bring the ladies because we can lock down Crimson Talons as we see them. I'm going to bring some SCVs so we can set up defense pretty much as soon as possible. Okay, upgrades are looking good.
Receiving transmission.
Let's start moving in.
All crews reporting.
I thought it was right
Take it
here.
slow.
Yeah, this is it. Okay, so we're going to attack right through here.
What now? It'd be a pleasure.
Okay, we're looking better on upgrades. God, so irritating.
Good day, Commander.
Okay, now unfortunately we're stasis. Now here's the thing. They're going to send so many units up to defend this. I'm out of this carrier.
Set a course.
And then everything just try to attack it. There's another one up there. They're trying to recall it. Okay, all of you just attack the carrier.
Forces are under attack.
Set up some turrets and just stuff. Okay, now ladies, lock these down. The stasis hurts. The stasis hurts. We got more stuff. Let's just bring all this down. We need more tanks. We're going to rally down here. More battle cruisers and then marines. Just keep rallying them down here. No! Notice how many of these there are. Now we don't have enough energy. Okay. Now, again, I don't know if they're able to rebuild these or not. We do have a bit of an upgrade advantage on them right now, so this is a plus. Let's go in and start a command center.
Your forces are under attack.
Ah, see, I built these turrets. Not fucking around.
Complete.
Okay, and then from down here, we can send these units up. Because this defense won't be needed if we attack down here. Now, I don't want to attack the main red base, which is what my battle cruisers are currently doing, so stop doing that, please.
Forces are under attack.
Let's move up with these tanks. But see, by attacking this stuff at all, they're responding with other units, which is why this is challenging. So we need to lock down this area as fast and hard as possible. Yep, we're bringing these guys up here.
Forces are under attack.
We're gonna move these tanks past here and get this set up. And now we have a ready defense. See, and this is weird too, I noticed when I was playing, now that I've reloaded the save, is they have like a ramp here that is normally not here. And this is probably the direction they're mostly gonna be coming from. So let's set our tanks up over here. You know, famous last words though, they're gonna end up coming from the other direction, so. Let's get a bunker, set this up, and of course we're gonna turret spam, you know it.
Complete.
That is a lot of scouts. And keep in mind, we have no Dark Swarm, unfortunately. Okay. Now I think it's time we gotta focus a bit more on our, that is so many Reavers. We gotta focus a bit more on our Zerg situation.
Forces are under attack.
Trying to spread them out a little bit. Okay, that could have been a lot worse. Okay, so we're gonna lift this up. We're gonna make a comsat station here. I'm gonna save because we seem to be in an okay spot. And we're slowly hemorrhaging money, but we don't really need it because we have some stockpiled. But I need to use what I've got to focus on making sure that we don't get wiped at this moment. So, extra SCVs, we got a bunch here, so we're going to run you down here. This is our new base.
Orders, sir. Report for duty. Destination identified.
Okay, and then we're going to start sieging this base down. That's going to be our next target. And it looks like we can just walk down here, and that's going to be where we're going to go. There's also a really nice mineral expansion in the bottom left. I think my next target is going to be this. It's just my Zerg base is just not really... I'm going to make Mutalisks into Guardians. Okay, we're all upgraded. Please stop doing that, you clowns.
Battle cruiser operational.
Battle cruiser. Okay, and as you know, we're just going to make lots of battle cruisers to cover tanks.
Orders, sir. Orders, Captain. Destination. Yes, sir.
And we need lots of turrets. I'm going to set this up. So we've managed to kind of get this going here.
Open. Take it slow.
Your forces are under attack.
Again, next step might be bottom right. Or bottom left, rather. Because it's just, there's so many minerals there. Yeah, go ahead. Try to fly into this. We're gonna make more, we're gonna make so many turrets along this ledge. I don't want them coming down here.
Report for duty. I read ya.
So we could go for the bottom left and secure the income, or we could try to wipe out one of the red bases. I really don't know how much use doing any of that would be, though.
Yes, sir. Finished.
Okay, repair, repair, repair.
Receiving transmission.
I'm actually thinking we go for the bottom left. So I'm gonna make Goliaths to help us, and then Marines. Do they not? They don't even have Zealot legs. This is a great opportunity for us to get ahead.
Report for duty.
Good day, Commander.
Okay, and then again, my Zerg base, as it gets attacked, just gets annihilated. So we got to be very, very delicate and ensure that we don't get wiped here, because we almost did with that one major attack where they were coming in. Of course, now it's carriers, where they ended up coming in with a ton of
Your forces are under attack.
carriers, and then they recalled them away, which was funny. We'll send over some Hydralisks here. We can't catch a break with this Zerg base. That's the thing. I really need to be able to, but I can't. All right, so we're gonna again expand to the bottom left with Terran. This map is always challenging for me to decide like where we need to be going, like where do we need to be focusing to attack. Okay, soon this will be mined out, and once this is mined out, then we don't have to flip and worry about this base anymore. Okay, it's alive. Purple sends pretty large attacks, but fairly infrequently. Next step is this, right? Right? So we're going to grab all these. We're going to attack down here.
You want a piece of me, boy?
I haven't seen a Crimson Talon for a while. I think we may have killed a bunch of them. Oh my god, there's another one. I just sent these guys back.
Your forces are under attack.
Head on down here. Keep harvesting. Oh yeah, oh, there's a Crimson Talon.
Base is under attack.
Okay, and then we're gonna send some of these tanks as well, because we need to defend every location. That's the hardest part here. Is like as we take all these areas, there's like a million things that we need to then defend.
Forces are under attack.
So it just gets harder and harder. Okay, that felt good. So we're gonna make a command center here. Yamato this. Yamato, not enough energy. Not enough energy. Just kill it. We're fine.
Transmission. Good day, Commander. Set a course.
Okay. Now we're gonna hold on to this for dear life. And this should be all the minerals that we need for the rest of the map. Now, this base is alive. Purple should leave it alone. We're going to send these guys back. We're going to make Hydralisks and Hydralisks and Hydralisks. And then we're going to poise ourselves to push red away from this left section. Red also must be spread thin. Keep in mind, they have a max of 200 supply. It's not like they're going to be able to... What the hell are you doing here?
Time to
Manx?
make a stand.
Just lock it down. It's like it diverted to a completely different location. Okay, yeah, we need some more income as Zerg. Nice stasis. Okay, bring everybody, including that Defiler who can do nothing, so we might as well just let him die. Again, we've been bleeding red for a while now, so this should work pretty well. Okay, we're mined out here, we're mined out here. This is our only mining bit. Well, we've got this down here. This is going to be huge once it gets set up. Which is now?
Commander.
Okay, Mengs, why don't you come over here?
Very
Your
well.
forces are under attack.
Yes, attack, please. Make sure we're able to see. Don't you dare. Okay, they got away. That's okay. That just means when they attack us, they'll have less stuff. Lots and lots of stasis. We need this base. We need it.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay, they are very displeased with us. Get the Guardians up here, and let's make sure we keep upgrading our Guardians. I think we're on track to win here. I think so.
Your forces are under attack.
It's dicey. We may be able to connect our two bases now. Maybe. I sent a drone, and I don't know where it is. There it is. Perfect timing, buddy.
SCV good to go, sir.
Maybe purple will leave this alone and start attacking up this ramp
Base is
instead.
under attack.
Ow! Jesus. Okay, let's build another hatchery closer to the ramp so that we can set up a shit ton of defense near the edges.
Base is under attack.
Target designated. Receiving transmission.
Okay.
I've got a job.
Hello, lady. Come on down here. Build another command center. Again, there's so many resources here. We got to maximize this as best we can.
Go, sir.
I'm not kidding with the amount of turrets that I will build. I'm not kidding. Make more.
I read you. SCV good to go, sir.
All right. Now, rally down here and make hydralisks and hydralisks. And hydralisks. This seems to be the main area. If the upper right goes down, fuck it. We're just leaving it. I'm not going to divert more units again to save it. Now I think we're just on the very, very slow downhill trend of this. It's going to take a long time to finish this. It just depends on where we decide to attack from. It's going to be a pain in the pooper, but
Your forces
that's
are
just the
under
way it is.
attack.
Oh, I never loaded that up. I'll just kill all their interceptors. That way they'll stop bothering. Okay, you all come on down here.
Base is under attack.
Okay, drones, and then all of you transfer. Now we got a nice base here.
Job finished.
We are protected from Reavers by Ultralisks, or not Ultralisks, Guardians.
Reporting for duty.
Make more turrets.
Orders, Captain.
I'm not messing around. And then
Job's finished.
make Marines. We're going to rally them up here to load into this bunker. I do like the self-sufficiency of our current
Standing by.
SCV
setup.
good to go, sir.
Doesn't seem like they're attacking us down here, actually. What else do we need? EMP! Wow, I haven't gotten really any science vessels to help us. Let's make sure we get some of those set up.
SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty.
There we go. Red's going to be inundated with responding to this for a while now. Yes, that's exactly what we needed to have happen. So now we just need lots of drones.
SCV good to go, sir.
This is looking good. This is, you know what? You guys come on down here. Let's consolidate a bit.
SCV good to go, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
And then down here we need hydralisks. And no, no, no! Not like this!
Go, sir.
No, that's not... That's... If we're going to lose, it cannot be like that. Hold position.
Your forces are under attack.
I don't want to attack down the ramp. I don't want to get too aggressive with getting down there. And like I said, now this is all about just management of time. Well, not really time. This is going to take a while, period. Like, I don't care. It's going to take a long time, and that's just the way it is.
SCV good to go, sir. SCV good to go.
Come on down. We're going to remake Guardians because they've been extremely useful. Okay. Harvest. Harvest. Harvest over here. They're leaving this alone. Which you know what that means. Make turrets. I don't think we need these tanks here. We might just want to push up through the left. That way we can meet up with our Zerg buddies on the left side of the map. It's kind of a weird way to have gone, but I think it'll work. Let's make sure. Let's upgrade. Yeah, whatever that is. Spawn broodlings, flyer, carapace. Now we rally everyone down here. Make mutalisks into guardians. Yeah, ain't no carriers getting through here. Okay. And our attack, again, is going to come from the bottom left. So, make tanks. We're going to push with tanks, and then we're going to get... We could support them with guardians down here. Alright, I'm pretty sure we're okay to survive this stuff. Again, we have upgrade parity, so we should be fine. It's only a matter of time before they started coming down here.
Good day, Commander.
So I think our tanks can hit that. And then with our extra supply, we just make more SCVs. And then do I have extra SCVs somewhere? See, it looks like now they're going to leave this area up here alone. Guardians. Harvest. Hydralisks. Drones, because we're going to set up creep colonies down here. And we're going to push up with the Terran through part of purple and red to meet up with blue. And I think that should do it. And by that should do it, I mean that should give us the win. Alright, man, I felt really behind with my Zerg this whole time. Way behind. Having this base down here is huge, and I think we should have enough sustained gas even on depleted geysers to allow us to finish here, so.
Your forces are under attack.
Stukov. Ah! No! Oh my god, the timing of that was terrible. I was just going back. See, those attacks are fairly randomized. I don't know where I saved, but I'll try to reload and kind of get back to about the area where I was in terms of time, because, again, that was just bad luck. Again, it's almost entirely random where they decide to attack, and all we have to do is spam turrets in every odd location. See, those purple units, they must have skirted by a huge turret wall further up. Okay, I'll be back when I figure out where I was. Okay, I managed to have a lucky save right around when the carriers attack. They show up here, actually. I built a fleet of wraiths to try to deal with them. Maybe we can cloak and kill them, so I'm going to run my wraiths down, all the way down here, and then all the way up here, and try to meet them, because they should be showing up at any time. Those are not the crazy carriers. Remember, we don't have Dark Swarm. No Dark Swarm to deal with these. These normal attacks, though, are pretty irritating to deal with. We got to try to get down this ramp and deal with this purple base. I, again, like to try to meet my forces up, but no dice so far. We'll see. Now, watch, they're going to attack from a different direction. I wouldn't be surprised. So we've got this force down here, which should be enough to hold out against pretty much anything.
Base is under attack.
There they are. Okay, so I'm going to send the wraiths up, and we're going to defend our base here. And to do that, we need so many hydralisks.
Base is under attack.
And we could also plague them as they come in, too. We got to use every tool at our disposal because they have flip-in. Well, you saw what they had. So move this out here. I'm just going to let this base go, because, see, now they're coming down towards us. And we got to make sure that we are attacking them with the cloaked wraiths where they don't have detection. Draliska, probably just stay back so that you don't die. Purple is just furious because we're close to his base. I think the creep colonies that we have along the ledge here are problematic. Okay, hydralisks and hydralisks and hydralisks, and I probably want to build another hatchery up here just for their production. Naturally, we are stasised. Really bad timing there. They just refuse to allow us to hold on to this. Okay. It's like a swarm of bees. They can't see us, so this should work. Being stasis is actually pretty good. Oh, now they can see us. We killed enough, though, that we should be able to hold out. But anyway, being stasis might be for the best, because it stopped all my Hydralisks from getting killed. So now we just have to focus fire. Focus fire. Something's getting attacked further down there, too. Hey, we lived. I didn't expect that would work. It did. No Dark Swarm. Haha. Save.
Your forces are under attack.
And then just keep making turrets everywhere. Just this whole map needs to be just layered with turrets. All over the place. Okay, now our Zerg forces have just been obliterated. So many flippin' Reavers. So many. So we're gonna remake Guardians. We gotta get Carapace levels. Now we got a pretty large attack down here. We don't need this base. But like naturally they're gonna hit us down here. We just barely held on here. If we could have used Dark Swarm, we could have had a fleet of Wraiths or Battlecruisers to defend us, but that was just not feasible. What do we need to build where? What do we need to build where? That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Guardians, Zerglings, Hydralisks. We got to start attacking somewhere.
Base is under attack.
We never filled that up. Run SCVs. Come back down to our huge mineral gathering operation. This is mostly saturated, so I'm comfortable there. What I'd like to do is probably just have this be my main base now. If we could get Alexei down here. And then we just abandon the upper areas. That's actually where all my supply depots are, so we can't necessarily do that.
Base is under attack.
Okay, battle cruisers. I'm gonna queue up more battle cruisers down here.
Your forces are under
You gotta be
attack.
fucking kidding me. How irritating. I get that the attacks are large, but because we have a very particular tool that we should have that we don't anymore, that makes this kind of bullshit. Almost entirely bullshit, if you ask me.
Set a course. Make it slow.
And you know that there's a 10 carrier attack exists only so that the creator can laugh. That's it. He wants to watch this playthrough and say, "Ha ha, Jay Burrito got killed by 10 carriers." Actually, I didn't, but I did get killed by a follow-up attack where I simply couldn't have enough to survive.
Base is under
Receiving
attack.
transmission.
I think we'll live at the very least, but like, what a pain in the dick. Red had a lot of stuff here. We got to start making more crap.
Your forces are under attack.
That's finally dead.
Frequencies open.
And we got to try to go for the win here pretty soon. We lost one of our UED agents. Who cares? I think it's time we take Stukov and these other two agents, we move them down here. At this point. Alright.
Your forces
Remake
are under
this.
attack. Add-on complete.
Meanwhile, Zerg base makes stuff. They're leaving pretty much everything at the Zerg base alone now.
Base is under
Guardians, Hydralisks. They just attack with 10 carriers. Alright, let's not get too lazy, even though break, because I just like...
Your forces
Alright. Well, let's move these tanks down here and Manx.
base is under attack.
This is an opportunity you cannot miss.
And it's just like, well, if you want enough resources to be able to make enough to survive, then you have to branch out. But the enemy attacks with units amount of... which basically means then
Base is under attack.
that you need to be able to push those back and then be able to attack with enough stuff still in your army. So it's sort of like way overboard.
Good day, Commander.
This is an opportunity
Oh, look.
you cannot miss.
A billion more Reavers. Go get them, Mensk.
Just wait.
Help us out. I think there were more. Yeah, there's more. We just can't see them. Oh, yeah, also NORAD 3 doesn't have Yamato, which in the grand scheme is minor, but is irritating by itself.
This is an opportunity.
Okay, so the tables have turned. I think we're going to be mostly attacking with our Protoss force, not Protoss, Zerg force.
Receiving transmission.
Yes, sir.
Can I get mining and harvesting? Yeah, we just need gas now. Gas is going to be the main thing. Okay. Come on down. I guess save.
I read you.
Commander,
And then we'll bring these guys down here to the bottom left, along with Alexei. And we're going to make more factories, and we'll make another barracks.
Yes, sir.
And we need gas, which means the only area we haven't taken is the upper left.
Job finished.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay, more carriers. Can we Yamato it, please? We have enough turrets to just kill the interceptors, really. Then just, then you can just let it sit there and do nothing.
SCV good to go, sir. I read you.
Your forces are under attack.
Yamato here? Nope, that's the carrier that I had selected. Didn't I bring Alexei down? There he is. Lock him down. Looks like they can build the Dragoons too. This is one of those where it's like, well, of course they're going to use everything in order to push you back, but like this is just verging on absurd again, and it's sort of. There's the Brood War campaigns. Is any indication? So anybody who maybe has played it, please let me know how Brood War is compared to this. Tedious. I liked the majority of this campaign, though. It was really good and really fun, but like, yuck. Like, now we're stasis on the ramp. We can't even attack if we wanted to. There's another ramp, luckily. I guess now we'll save because we might be in between enemy attacks, but like, I think we're in like the berserk mode of the enemy attacks.
Your forces are under attack.
And we're gonna run out of. We're gonna actually drain the whole map of resources.
Jacked up and good to go.
Again, I'd really like to attack from both directions here. I don't know if we're gonna be able to. Queue up these battle cruisers. Got plenty of resources down here. Got the tanks coming out.
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah, purple just will not let up in this location.
Piece of me, boy.
God. Alright, some of our rally points are throwing our units into the actual mineral line here, so it's kind of irritating to pick them out.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Your forces are
But for anyone interested, you can, there's the download link in the description. You can go ahead and play the alternate version of Brood War yourself,
Transmission.
so you can see how it is. Because I'm sure it's cool. There's a whole different Primal Zerg faction, but I think at the very least I'm going to take a break, because if it's like this, I can't release it one a day, that's for sure, because this is just like eye-rolling. Is a good way. Okay, so more Hydralisks. I may have enough to push down into this purple base now and wipe out, but between purple and red, we might struggle.
Orders, sir. Goliath online.
Okay, now we're going into hyper mode production. Here comes red.
Take it slow.
Quick, Yamato him.
Piece of me, boy.
Well, we got him.
Your forces are under
Okay,
attack.
so as red has been distracted up there, let's save and try to push down this ramp. And if hopefully we don't get stasis on it. And there's 2 ramps, but there's 2 AI there.
Your forces are under attack.
Ah!
Your forces are under attack.
I can't really even watch this happen, but I really want to push through part of this. Yeah, Defiler, just auto attack in there because you're worthless without Dark Swarm. Poor guy. Poor guy. Go! Dreliska, don't go, because you're gonna
Your forces
die.
are under attack.
Send all these guys in. We're trying to break through with the Zerg so that we can then get up here with our Terran forces and link up.
Your forces are under attack.
So kill all this. Kill all of this.
Your forces are under
We're gonna be able to kill interceptors with the amount of stuff we have just sitting around here, so that's good. Move in.
Your forces are under attack.
Oh, Dark Swarm right there! It would be perfect! Okay, Red continues to attack, move up with Ultralisks and Zerglings, and anything that we can afford.
Your forces are under attack.
Something's going on down at our main base, too. All right, that's okay. Lock them down, lock them down.
Battle cruiser operation.
Your forces are under attack.
Lock them down. Battle Cruiser, help me out. You all come on down here. We're going to move up with this group now to sync up. We'll leave Mansk.
Your forces are under attack.
Give me something to shoot.
They pushed us back because I couldn't pay attention to it non-stop. Back up.
Your forces are under attack.
Hydralisks. 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 And it's all just tier 3 crap that they can afford because they have so much production.
Your forces are
And we're
under
going to run out.
attack.
I mean, we just don't have the gas income. God, fuck all these Crimson Talons. This is garbage. God. I hate this map now. I actually hate it. I was having fun at the beginning. I'm like, oh, this seems like it's going to be a challenge. And again, this is less of a challenge and more of a slog. So, again, this may be the premature end of Alternate if I just decide no thank you. Because, again, it's if we run out of income also, just by banging our heads into these enemy bases over and over, then that's going to be it too. There's just no recourse. Okay, I got these guys.
Online.
Oh, Goliaths.
Good day, Commander.
Reporting for duty.
Hear this. Make tanks.
Insufficient
Not enough
rescue
gas, which means make vultures.
I've got a job to do.
Okay, we're remaking our whole army, and we're going to do that again. We got to get down this ramp. We did destroy some of Purple's base,
Battle cruiser
and then we're linked
operation.
up here, and we can push to the right straight into the temple, but kill me. Okay, come on up here.
Take it slow.
And we just gotta wait. We just gotta wait. Unfortunately, most of our anti-air options besides Marines cost Vespine.
Piece of me, boy. You want a piece of me, boy?
It's kind of sad, too, because Dark Swarm actually would win this for us. Pushing down here, you throw down some Dark Swarms. You don't have to pay attention. Carriers can't wipe you. So as long as you have Ultralisks in there to take Reaver hits, be no problem.
Receiving transmission.
We do seem to have bled them a bit, such that they're not building much, so that's a plus. Mass Hydralisks certainly helped us earlier, so we'll spend what we can.
Ready to roll out.
Man, what happened to our Terran force? We had so many Terran units.
Piece of me, boy. Yes, sir.
They must have gotten bled somewhere, because I don't know where. These guys, I guess we should bring all the way down. Bring up what we can afford. We can cancel that, just make vultures. Goliaths, Marines.
Boy. You want a piece of me, boy?
Make a science vessel. We're so close to being able to link up these two armies, and once they're together, then we can do a third rebuild and theoretically win, but... okay.
Your forces are under attack.
I might just do an all-in here and abandon whatever is getting... whatever's getting attacked here.
Delighted to, sir. Reporting for duty.
That's too bad. So Red is attacking up there, which gives us an opportunity to start moving up. I can't believe that we were unable to push through this red stuff here.
Your forces are under
I'm actually kind of shocked that we were unable to make any progress. So let's save and see if maybe we can finish the win here. Okay, move up. Move up. Leave Stukov. He's a clown who will get killed.
Base is under
It's not
attack.
irritating at all. Okay, start flooding in. The tanks are going to hold them back for a bit, and then we're going to move in with this
Forces
group.
are under attack.
Looks like we're running out of mineral income soon.
Online.
Focus fire the carriers, please. There we go.
Forces are under attack.
Yes, sir.
Calling online.
Okay, that seems fine.
Forces are under attack.
All crews
Let's move on in. We're linked up.
This is an opportunity you cannot miss.
Guess just bring Stukov so he doesn't get caught out. Move up with everybody, and we got to make a push towards the main area now. Okay, so now everybody rally down here with Hydralisks. I'll bring those drones too if I have to. Here, Zerglings. Ultralisks, not enough Vespines. That means Zerglings.
Base is under attack.
Okay. And again, I can't pay attention to everything that's happening. God, the
Forces are under
stasis.
attack.
I think that's actually the most annoying. I mean, Plague is irritating, but I think stasis is the most annoying
Base is under
in the game. Almost without a doubt, actually. For a hot second, I thought, oh, maybe it's like Lockdown or Plague, but no, it's definitely it's definitely stasis. They have so many arbiters. Oh, yuck.
Base is under attack.
Arbiters up there. We're unstasised. We'll make one run for it if we can kill these. Nah, okay, that's it. I'm tired of waiting. There's too many pre-placed arbiters that get replaced. Whew, okay. I had to take a bit of a break. The mass stasis was just driving me bonkers, trying to make attacks and such. So I've done some off-camera work only because waiting for gas at this stage is extremely long and tedious. There's another geyser up here I could retake, and then there's this group up here in the upper right, which I can only mention Red has taken. I'm going to try a different approach here. I've thought of a couple different things. One is to nuke. I'd have to change up my infrastructure for that and get a bunch of ghost upgrades. So I'm going to say no to that, but instead I'm going to clump up my Zerg units, and rather than attack down into purple, I'm going to attack south into red and get rid of one of Red's main production areas. Then we will have an opening to then cut up through this smaller red base and then meet up in with purple over here. It's closer to get to the temple from the right side, but I think we're beyond that now. Most of our Terran and Zerg production is on the left of the map, and that's how we're going to have to push. A lot of it, too, is just picking one area and attacking rather than doing both, because I wasn't really paying attention to each attack. Again, I don't know how much of that first attempt I'll leave in, because my mental state was deteriorating rapidly as I was getting stasised. I was less concerned about the attacks, but it was just like carriers and stasis and stasis and stasis and stasis, and it just drives me bonkers. And also, I just want to clarify, we have Necron to blame for that mass carrier attack, not UED. Here we go. So I moved all my Zerg attacking units up here because I'm going to poise them down by this weird monster doodad robot thing. So that's where we're going to sit, and we won't have to attack down a ramp because we'll already be down the ramp. That's another reason why I wanted to attack down here instead.
Base is under attack.
By the time they all get down there, though, that's a different story. So, just lots of spores and sunkens down here to protect this area. And then I did leave a few units. So the sooner we can go, the better. We got to take some pressure off of ourselves. So let's go. How's this going down here? One Scarab shot just landing perfectly there.
Base is under attack.
Okay, this is fine. This is why I have units here. We don't want to attack down here. Just let them attack up into the high ground. Force them to do that. Okay. Next, again, now that I have gas, I can actually finish all these upgrades. They are done, actually. It looks like Red is hitting me from up top, which is kind of funny. We're going to make lots of Hydralisks because we have no Dark Swarm, so we got to take out carriers. We should be able to handle this with the Zerglings, even though they have these Crimson Talons.
Base is under attack.
So I've learned, after that first attempt, I just was getting driven crazy, so I just went on my Discord and complained a bunch. And Necron explained to me how this map works. It's basically the exact same script from the original, except all the units are juxtaposed just from Terran to Zerg. So that's interesting. Now let's just make some Hydralisks here to hang out and save us when we get attacked. Okay, so now let's save, and we're going to attack straight down into red. Guardians first. And I'm just going to leave my Terran units where they are. I think that was part of the problem, as I was attacking with both at the same time. And that was killing me. All right, there's some high ground stuff up there. I think that's an area that red took. We could probably wipe that after this, but we want to get through this red base, because there's a lot of their production. The upper left and the bottom right is where the majority of their production is. So we got to take like a strike force of Hydralisks and hit these carriers where we can. The nice thing about Dark Swarm is you can fire and forget. You just drop it, and then you don't have to worry about getting wiped by carriers. All right, this is what needed to happen. We don't have to attack down a flippin' ramp either, which was just absolutely killer. These Crimson Talons, man, there are so many of them. So talk about, you know, oh, it's the original script. That's the major difference, is there are hunter killers on the original map, but they're stuck on top of the Overmind, and they don't bother you. I think that's the original that's like that, I think. But they're stuck up there, and then they don't mess around with you. Whereas this, they build more and they attack you with them, it's just wild. Okay. Stasis probably incoming. We got to get in on top of this stuff. Hey, it's their fleet bacon. Let's attack to the right here. Pick off these arbiters where possible. Back up, back up. Let's play it cool. Let's reset down this depleted geyser. You guys, I guess, come down here. We'll take this base. I gotta take every single base that I can. And destroy as much of red as possible. That is the plan. Okay. Oh, these flippin' Crimson Talons. I just can't afford to attack into those carriers just yet. Let's just get rid of red, and then hopefully purple will mostly just leave us alone. That's the plan. That's the goal. Hydralisks, Hydralisks. Hydralisks et al. Okay, let's pick these carriers off. Yeah, he doesn't have any interceptors, so we're good there. Remaining Guardians that are still alive, let's push up this ramp. Push up this ramp with the Ultralisks that we have left. And we could take this base. Okay, and then gas, even though it's depleted every little bit. Don't let that thing rebuild. Oh no, not my Defiler that can't use his best ability. Okay, that should be cleaned up momentarily. Ow. There's Crimson Talons up here, too. I don't understand. Do they build? They must be able to just build them straight from the gateways, I guess. Okay, here comes a large purple follow-up attack. The important thing is that part of red's production is gone, so even if they take this, that's okay. We've done our duty. I think most everything is rallying down here.
Base is under attack.
You know what? Maybe they were coming to stop our main attack up here. I don't know. That's fine. Let them recall out, then they're damaged. When they attack, rather than rebuilding them, they're just damaged. Okay, hit this. Why are they just sitting there? Why would they just sit there? I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay, so all you Hydralisks, let's get up here and finish up this red base. All of our Hydralisks ended up just running into this stuff down here. What's new? See, it's damaged. Now we have to try to get down this ramp, but there's a ton of Reavers. Again, but we're kind of taking this one piece at a time, which is extremely important. Remake Guardians. All right, this base is finally gone. They never take the geyser, I don't think, so we have an opportunity to build here. Okay, Guardians come back down here and help us. All right, this area with red is gone, so we're going to come back down here with these Hydralisks, make some Oh, here comes a pretty big purple attack. Let's get over here and help. Ow.
Your forces are under attack.
Gotta kill these Reavers. Okay, we're pushing them back, and the key is just not letting purple clump up on top of us again. It's pretty tough. There's a purple base right down here, though. If I could try to just run some units down here, that would be key. There are so many Reavers. It's constant. It's just like a constant stream of Reavers into these bases that I'm trying to set up. Oh, well, we might save it. Don't you dare. Look, there's more. More Reavers. What do you know? Okay, that's fine. Guardian it up. Zerglings. Hydralisks. Okay, we have a bit of a foothold here. You all come on back down here. Make some drones. I'll leave these as mutalisks. Next, we gotta get back to our Terran situation. Let's make Ultralisks, Hydralisks, Hydralisks, Hydralisks. It never stops. It never stops. That hatcher's gonna die. Kill it. Oh, no stasis. I expected a stasis. See, we keep getting a little too aggressive with their stuff that's there. Therefore, they send a ton of units. I need to break through this part of the purple base.
Your forces are under attack.
Which is going to be a real challenge. So these guys are rallying here. On the plus side, we're on the low ground already, so this is good. I could probably take that upper base.
Base is under attack.
Let's take this. See, we're back to just sort of hemorrhaging units with mass stasis, unfortunately. But I'm in a better mood. I just had to take a bit of a break. I was just slowly being driven crazy. I really don't want to have to attack down this ramp. I guess it doesn't matter which direction we go because it's all going to allow us to get down there. So you're all going to be Guardians.
Base is under attack.
This guy's coming to storm us. I saw him. Nah, dog. Nah, dog. Fuck out of here. Okay. I think these are out of interceptors. They are. Okay, that's a plus. I have another defile. You know what? Plague these. Do something useful, friend. Okay, see, red is very passive right now because we wiped out many of their bases, so they're like, ah, they're scared. They've got this base down here. And it does not appear particularly active. I think we got rid of pretty much all of red's production.
Not enough energy.
Like, they've got these bases here, but there's no production structures in them, if I remember correctly. So that's why we're just going to make tons of Marines and tanks and Goliaths, now that we can afford to spam out units again. And that was part of it, too. I was getting a little frustrated over the fact that I really was unable to spam units out because of my gas income. So all I had to do, I just sat and waited. I literally just sat and waited for income. I'm going to save now. I'm basically letting my Zerg do a lot of the work. Actually, no. I think now we can move up with our Terran forces
Base is under attack.
to break through here. Now, what's going on up here? 5 carriers. We're way out of position for this. We're way out of position for this. Send the battle crew. Send everybody, including Stukov, because he can lock them down.
Your forces are under attack.
Right, this is the kind of stuff that just makes this last forever. It makes this go on forever.
Base is under attack.
Okay. Okay, get attacking.
Your forces are under
This might be a little preemptive now. Here's where, now that purple has pulled a bunch of their stuff, I would like to move down and push through this crap.
Base is under attack.
And get rid of the left side of purple.
Commander, believe it.
Where is he?
Your forces are under attack.
It's just sitting here. All right, fine. They're leaving. Bees! Oh, they just repeated the 10 carrier attack. Fuck me. And yeah, I couldn't get down this ramp. Again, it's something that you have to pay attention to when you're attacking so you can focus fire stuff. Man, we were doing really well there. Let's load up and see where we were. Trying to take this upper area. What we need now are groups of wraiths. It's the only thing that... Oh, they're already here. Poop. Poop! Alright, run up here. The only thing we can kill these with are cloaked wraiths. It's just they keep repeating this attack, which is just crazy. Alright, let's go with the battle cruisers. And we just gotta try our best to push through this. I mean, there's no way you can repel this without a designated attack force meant specifically to kill these, which is, again, it's pretty much cloaked wraiths. There's no way you can stop this. It's just... You have to be 100% prepared for this really goofy situation. It's real weird. There's no way... It used to be, I think it was 10 Ultralisks. Now, obviously, 10 carriers is immensely more powerful than 10 Ultralisks, so the power level just simply does not transfer. But I think it's kind of funny to think like, oh, well, you know, it's the same scripts, right? It's like the same units. It shouldn't be a problem. LOL. Okay, so they come in here. I don't know what they're choosing to attack. It's weird, but they might be turning around here. We can Yamato groups of them. I'm trying to make wraiths.
Standing by.
These are going to run out of energy before they can do anything.
Time to make a stand.
Okay, quick, repair Manx. We've got 2 ghosts, 2 ladies who can lock these down. I assume they're coming. Yeah, it looks like they're... No, now they're leaving.
Launch orders. Rate the waiting launch
Where?
orders.
I wonder...
Goliath online. You want a piece of me, boy? Transmit coordinates.
They're gone. I don't get it. They're going somewhere. Probably up here, if I had to guess. Okay, we need to poise ourselves down here.
Want a piece of me, boy?
Your forces are under attack.
Are they down here now? No, they're not. Okay. Okay, more Ultralisks. Again, it's part of it is just being able to dedicate my focus, because I'm a bit of a slow player, right? Is trying to dedicate my focus to an actual attack. I've been unable to do that for a long time.
Launch orders.
Base is under attack.
Oh, there they are. They really like coming up that direction.
Reporting in.
Can we get over there in time?
Vector locked in.
Focus fire, focus fire.
Depots required.
Focus fire, focus fire. We're not going to get there in time.
Additional forces are under
Oh, that'd be
attack.
so nice if we could. Where are they? Where'd they go?
Base
They're still
is
flying.
under
They're so
attack.
slow. Decloak. Save your energy.
Rate the waiting
Additional
launch
supply depots required.
We killed a lot of the interceptors. Oh my god, we've done it. Stay alive, boys.
Your forces are under attack.
We're going to change our rally point back down here. And we're massing Hydralisks. Where are those wraiths? Get on up here.
Vector locked in.
It was weird of them to attack in one direction and then just turn around. I don't get it.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay. Now it's all like, where can we even afford to make progress? Pushing through purple is like such a pain in the dick. I don't even know.
Vector locked in. Coordinates received.
Okay. No. Get away from me, red.
Your forces are under attack.
Coordinates
Okay.
received.
Just get in here and hit this. Just decloak. They can see you.
Base is under attack.
Okay. Keep making Ultralists. We got units over here. Move on over here. Zerglings. I gotta hotkey these, but my hotkeys are being used in other situations. Oh my god. One Reaver. A single Reaver.
Receiving transmission.
Get up there and Yamato him. On the plus side, red is mostly dead. Think of it that way. Okay, those poor wraiths are now dead. And pushing down these ramps, it feels impossible to do. All right, let's come on over here because we're going to attack down from this direction. We have a whole force here that's ready to push. We survived that attack, so let's save again. We just need so much anti-ground, or anti-air, rather.
All crews reporting.
Hey, we killed it. Okay.
Set a course.
Let's bring our BCs back home.
Frequencies open. In the cage.
I'm glad we got rid of most of red. That was the most annoying thing. Okay.
Forces are under attack.
So we gotta save now. We're gonna push down into the bottom left and then follow the Hydralisks, please.
Supply depots required.
I hear Reavers just absolutely murdering me. Okay, we need these Guardians to also attack down here. Seems like their forces are all concentrated right here, so trying to push through this is just the worst. And I don't know why I keep doing it.
Forces are under attack.
Okay. Move in, focus fire carriers. There's one.
Your forces are under attack.
Keep pushing, keep following up. If we can clear out bottom left of purple, that'll do something. It'll do something good for us, right?
Your forces are under attack.
Okay, I think we're through. We're going to try to break the Terran out of their current holding pattern, because they're stuck down there for the most part.
Your forces are
Keep going. Meanwhile, start streaming Marines up here. This might be what needed to happen. And don't lead with the battle cruisers because they get killed very quickly by Crimson Talons. And we know that there's a couple here. Just let the Marines get killed by the Crimson Talons. Oh my Jesus, I think we're doing it.
Your forces are
It's only a matter of time before a bunch of extra Arbiters show up, but... Okay. Man, this Crimson Talons. Hit this. Wait! Plague! You did it, buddy!
Your forces are under attack.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Additional supply depots required.
Okay. Focus fire. So many Reavers. So many pre-placed carriers. Wait. Don't... Just everybody back up for a hot minute. Everybody back up for a hot minute. And rally up here. Now the stasis spam begins. But now the reinforcement spam also begins and we make a push for the temple. Don't chase him. Oh, Jesus Lord, it's the temple. I can see it. The dream is real. Let's go, boys. What a nightmare.
Forces are under attack.
Okay, I find many things wrong with this map. In an unfun way.
Not enough
Perhaps just
units.
watching me play it has highlighted that,
Additional supply
I hope.
depots required.
Yeah, we're still harvesting here. We gotta bring some guys up here to,
Orders received.
because we're out of minerals now, so it's not over till it's over, right? Purple seems to have been bled dry. It's kind of like the end of the last mission. But a big weakness of mine as a player is I'm really impatient. Right? I try to figure out like, okay, we're gonna win this in one decisive strike, but it doesn't necessarily work that way. Keep moving up. It's just so many carriers that are constantly being rebuilt. Very irritating.
Your forces
And again, not having Dark Storm, and I was reluctant to restart. UED said he fixed it, and he was going to give me an improved, fixed version of it. That would have helped with these pushes. Anywhere in these areas, just dropping Dark Storm would just be immensely useful, but it's just... Nice. Goliaths, go ahead and hit this. I just didn't want to restart, so it's hard to say if the amount of time I spent not restarting equaled the amount it would have been if I simply would have just restarted.
forces are under attack.
Okay, hit the carriers. We've hemorrhaged a lot of units. Does anyone have a Yamato? Hit this. Just, please, just Yamato it. All right, we won. Jesus Christ. Why did it come back? Okay, Captain, the world ship has been weakened, but it is still active, and my battlecruiser has suffered critical damage. I will steer the NORAD 3 into a collision course with the world ship's outer hull. If I can activate nuclear weaponry and the UED Jorium-enhanced warheads on board, it should be enough to destroy its Kadaran core. Remember us, Captain. Remember what was done here today. Farewell. Remember all of the stasis you had to sit through. Remember all of the interceptors. You know your boy wouldn't just give up like that, though. I did semi-rage quit, and but I knew, I'm like, I gotta come back to this. I gotta come back to this. Here he goes. Couple ammo. It worked. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. As the explosion stopped shaking the ground and the rumble subsided, a heavy silence descended upon the field of battle. Arcturus Mengs made it. He sacrificed his life, but because of it, the world ship is no more, and the once great and powerful Protoss armies are shattered all across Tarsonis. But the price of this victory was unimaginable. The Terran homeworld is now nothing but small ashen ruins. Hundreds of millions are dead, and those ones who survive don't know what awaits them the next day. Far away from here on a distant Protoss homeworld of Ire, the one known as the Lord of Fire started to realize that his time has finally come. Duran! Oh, I feel like I've been playing this mission forever. I mean, at the beginning, there was a part where I kept playing and wasn't even recording, so that sucked. Luckily, we didn't miss too much there. It was mostly me just building up my forces. But yeah, those 10 carrier attacks, and they're also repeating. If those were just Ultralisks, pretty much most of my areas that had stuff probably would have been okay, right? You can counter ground like that a lot easier than can counter carriers, without a doubt. Again, there's a lot to say. I think the stasis spam is one major piece that just drove me nuts. Also, the forces here, not assigned. Just a minor thing. I'm proud of myself that I did it. I did not have to use cheats. I did have to sit off camera and collect gas from like 5 to 6 different depleted geysers while I just turtled. But sometimes that's what you gotta do. I'll cut that out because I don't want it to be boring for you viewers. And again, it's a flaw of mine where once... I said this actually in the very first mission of this entire campaign. When a mission breaches an hour and it's a build and destroy map, I just sort of check out. I just mentally check out. Because by that point, you've got like 7 different bases and they're all getting attacked by a large enough force that you would need enough supply of army there that you couldn't leave it at every single base. So you're bound to just be losing outlying bases, but at that point, you're just like starving for gas. So it's just, that's the only way I could describe it, just, Oh, man. So I'm glad I finished it. Obviously, I'm not the quickest of players. I think the only time having, working at a faster APM that would have benefited me really was when I was attacking, being a little more on the ball with killing the carriers. I'm glad I was able to do it without having to restart with the Dark Swarm, though that obviously would have been really useful. But I'm glad I was able to find that and help, as, from a perspective of testing, that's something. But yeah, just like there were 4 Arbiters at one point that were just stasising me. It drove me nuts. I'm going to try to leave some of that footage so you can see... I felt okay. I'm like, I think we have a force that can win. And then I started attacking, and then I got stasised a million times, and my mental fortitude just completely degraded, and I was just like, fuck this, I'm not playing this anymore. But I knew I needed a break. We came back to it. But I'm going to leave the door open. The exit door, to say, as we move into the Brood War campaigns, which I know are going to be like this, a lot of them, I can't necessarily say I will finish them, but I will at least try them. Okay, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.